Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad, where the sound of that train horn can still be heard inside the magnificent Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Atlanta Falcons.
The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round. Standing 6'5", it's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come, because they're blitzing to start this ball game, and it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Allen. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On play action, Allen. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. But he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This is Lamb on the end around. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Josh Allen taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Jake Elliott
on for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles.
That time a 9-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Not bad for a 4th-round draft pick. Well over 100 career starts now. And the chemistry with his top targets, really on point. They spend a lot of time in practice and after practice making sure the routes are run well, and he knows exactly where they're going to be on the field. And when they get open, he delivers.
Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Well, they'll run. Here comes a rookie from Michigan State. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He was brought down at the 26.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Carter. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Work in the middle of it. Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Complete. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Eagles.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. As they've got it as we resume action. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Of 6. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Allen again. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Agnew now to return. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw, Cousins. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On play action, Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
It's 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll throw again. Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This 2nd and 4. Allen to throw once more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Able to fight through one tackle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Diggs has it. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Jake
10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. They juked him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Cousins. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Got a man and he hits him in stride. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. To throw is Cousins. Got London on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throw left side, there's London. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
Yards on the play.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
First down.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Cousins. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Mooney. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. 3rd and 7 now.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Cousins now. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Eagles, first down.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Allen taking it himself. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Allen off the play fake. A short throw caught by Andrews. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
It's complete to Diggs. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Allen. That is caught by Lamb. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun, it's Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. So Allen's going to look to throw. Touchdown! C.D. Lamb, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3.
Falcons.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. Now after the
Elliott
touchdown,
to kick
here's
off for
Elliott on to kick it
Philadelphia.
away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Kirk Cousins in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:16 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Cousins. London hauls this one in. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. He's got Mooney. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got his man, London, right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 more yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.
Please welcome your 2026 Detroit Lions.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.